Good day. It's another episode of what has been trending within the last 24 hours. My name is Angelo, your anchor, and this is Nation Voice Tower, that preferred YouTube channel that gives you all the updates you need to know on the political system in Nigeria. Now, without wasting much of your time, I will give you the first update on the ongoing presidential elections petition. Reporters and presenters in Arise News talking about award-winning presenter Oseni Rufai, his colleagues Ojinika Okweyi and Dr. Ruben Abati have criticized the president Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu over his threats to Nigerians because of a looming loss at the tribunal, the way things have been going. Now, Rufai called out the president to desist and stop threatening Nigerians with anarchy if the court dissolves his cabinet, according to Oseni Rufai. Because news reaching us have said that Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu has made lots of comments, although in the background, about what might happen if the court finally dissolves his cabinet as a result of him losing at the tribunal, the ongoing tribunal. So I think without much ado, it's really cool and the best to listen and hear from the horse's mouth. So you will listen and understand the extent to which Oseni Rufai called out the president fearlessly. Okay, you know that is how he walks. He walks fearlessly and he speaks fearlessly. So we hope the president hears this and does the needful, regardless of the outcome of the courts. Stay tuned. Watch this.
The law is the law. If it rules for or against, the law will reign supreme. It's not happened before, blah, 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 blah. Those are just conversations. Because it is still the courts that will rule. All we can call on the judiciary to do is to stand tall. Across board. Yes, opinions are divided for and against and all of that. But we need to be able to build a country where the rule of law will stand tall. Because we don't do it for ourselves. We also do it for the way other countries see us. And when they see we have a weak judiciary system, what happens is that investors will not want to come. So the judiciary should also know that they are not only ruling based on the law now, they are also ruling based on what will become the outlook of Nigeria. So they will be the one to determine this 25%. We've never had a time where we've tested it. People can only make other inferences, like, you know, they started a part of the constitution that says, treat it as long as though it's this, it's that, and all of that. You can have all the legal journals. But it is when the court rules, conjunctively or disjunctively, you can look at the narrative. All we should now do is not to heat up the polity. Let us wait for the court to rule. And let's also forget, after the court rules, there's also a Supreme Court there.
Yes, absolutely.
After this judgment, let us remember the fact that Nigeria will continue to exist. And Nigeria will continue to grow. But the question is, how do we see ourselves after things like this? That's what matters the most.
Yes.
And in building a country, it is a collective work.
Right.
Albeit the British coupled this country together in 1914. They started the process in 1906 after coupling the Lagos colony and the Southern Protectorate. And 1914 they add the Northern Protectorate to it. You can say all of that. But the truth has to be said, Nigeria will continue to move.
Absolutely.
After this judgment, after the consequences of this judgment.
Yeah.
But all we should do is try as much as possible to deepen the rule of law and make fairness and justice be the order of the day. The court will rule based on the evidence in front of it, and it's already making its decisions. When it makes it...
Okay, all said and done. You've heard it from the presenters there. Well, the president has enough power now. Lots of power accrued to him as the president, as a general commander of the Federal Republic, and so on. Okay, but owing to the fact that we still have a case in the tribunal, I think whatever the tribunal rules out at the end of the day, he must abide by, because we still have the Supreme Court though, so he might win at the Supreme Court regardless. But the situation on ground is, with the way things are going, whatever the tribunal rules at the Court of Appeal, he will abide by it and go to the next stage, and that is how it should work. So the president, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinibu, should desist from threatening Nigerians with anarchy, okay, because the judiciary has is yet to give its own verdict. Thus, all eyes are on the judiciary, because whatever mistakes the judiciary make today will tell on foreign investors, will tell on Nigeria's economy, will tell on the way people perceive or Nigeria's perception from people outside the country and so on and so forth, which will eventually dent our economy and bring a sort of dented image to the country, already dented though. Now, secondly, I would like to urge our viewers, stay tuned to this particular update because it is very, very important. We all thought former Governor Nyesom Wike of Rivers State had gone out of power, so he had no power to speak. But surprisingly, today in the commissioning of a project at Rivers State, he spoke to his successor, Governor Sim Fubara, on his conduct as the governor of the states and how seriously the new governor should take charge of affairs and undertake projects himself and not engage in traveling to and from Abuja all the time. Very funny, right? But Governor Nyesom Wike was so serious in that word of advice. He advised Sim Fubara to please learn to stay in Port Harcourt and understand or to undertake the helm of affairs himself, not to send anybody in order to avoid a very bad appraisal. And then he also advised the governor to desist from incessant travelings and always make sure he uses the money of Rivers State for the state and not for any political party. I will explain this particular statement when I come back. Watch this video and listen to how much seriousness Wike put in advising Governor Sim Fubara, his successor.
You know, we don't have any platform to speak. So I thank God he gave me this platform today. Because there's only one governor in the state. There cannot be two governors in a state. So if he did not invite me here, I won't talk anywhere. I'll just go to my house and hide. Because I have done my own tenure and my own tenure has come to an end. But let me also advise you. Drive this project by yourself. Don't sit in your office to say things are moving on well. No. Make sure it's a project, morning, evening, even Sundays. God will not penalize you that you didn't go to church on a Sunday. God knows that you are doing part of his work too, to make his people to be happy. Drive it by yourself. Not everybody in your cabinet will be happy with you on this project. Not everybody. If anybody does not carry out or does not put himself in your vision or mission, you show the person the way out. You show the person the way out. Because at the end of the day, it is you they will say that I failed, or it is you that will say that you passed. No decision comes easy. The decisions you take, people may not be happy about it, but you have to take the decision. That's what leadership is all about. And every Nigerian is watching this program because no state government has carried out such a humongous, ambitious project like this. And I thank God we changed the procurement law because we felt that the procurement law that the federal government had does not encourage contractors to do well. When you pay contractors 15%, 20%, by the time the contractor puts paper to pay, inflation, and then the contractor says, well, as at the time we quoted this job, cement was this, now cement is this. But what you have done, let me see the MD of Vijay last. There is no variation at all. Because anything that's remaining is a profit. But I told Jonas Berger, you've told them 3 years. I can assure you, Jonas Berger will not wait till that 3 years. I can assure you. And we'll go the quality of the job. And that's what is important for all of us. For all of us. 50.1 kilometers, 6 flyovers, and 1 bridge. We thank God Almighty that God gave us somebody who will not come like those. They've not entered power, you see the arrogance. Just the mere fact that they are the candidate, arrogance has come. Then when they're elected, not to talk about when they are being sworn in. See the governor we have, still very humble. Mr. Governor, let me also advise you. The people that elected you are in the state. They are not in Abuja. Stay in your state and face the challenges of your people. Don't allow them to lure you to be sleeping in Abuja, that there's one meeting or the other. Nothing comes out of those meetings. Stay in your state and develop your state. Nothing will give, they won't give you anything there. 2, our money is not to develop any political party. Our money is to develop our state. They'll be luring you because they think with rivers, money will come and one party or the other will grow. Mba. Fa, 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 fa. Mba. Our money is for development of River State. Stay here and work. You will feel happy. At the end of the day, Rivers people will appreciate you. And that is all you need in your life. God has blessed you. By bringing you to this level, nobody knew whom God will bless. It's not written on anybody's face. So I congratulate you for that chest that you have. That this project, I must do it.
Okay, I would talk about the statement I spoke about earlier on. Now, he said, please don't use the money of River State to develop any political party. He said they will call you, and they will tell you this is this because it is from River State. Don't do it. Who was he talking about there? Of course, the PDP. Where is Fubara from? The PDP. And where is he from? The PDP. So we are not, there is no longer news that Governor Nyesom Wike, who is heading the G5, are rebellious to the National Working Committee and the National Executive Council of the PDP, including their principal, Atiku Abubakar. So he is advising Sim Fubara to do the same and not to bring out any funds for the development of the PDP whatsoever, no matter or regardless of whatever he's being told. Is that a good advice? Well, he knows what he has seen in the PDP, and he knows why he has been avoiding these parts and making rebellious comments and coming out rebellious in his own party without decamping to any other opposition. That is that. Before I go further, I'll urge our viewers, both old and new, please like our videos. If you are already an existing subscriber, don't also forget to tap the notification bell, so you're going to be the first with first-hand information anytime we drop new content. And then like our videos, most importantly, share them, then watch till the end, then drop a comment for us in the comment section if you feel any different from whatever we do here. Now, finally, the All Progressive Congress National Chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, has resigned, and alongside the National Secretary of the same party, Senator Iola Omisere, he has also resigned his position. Now, amidst this resignation, we've been following up the news that has the APC National Chairman, Abdullahi Adamu, at loggerheads with members of the same party in the National Assembly. So this argument maybe got heated up, and the National Chairman and his secretary had to resign. Nevertheless, the party continues. Yes, he is to be replaced by Senator Awakar Kiari, who is the Deputy National Chairman North, and then Barrister Festus Wanta, who is also the Deputy National Secretary. So they will fill in the shoes of the National Chairman and then the National Secretary respectively on temporal basis or on interim basis. So with much on our side, let me give you the video where it was confirmed that the APC National Chairman has quickly resigned and replaced. Watch the new incoming chairman, Senator Abubakar Kiari, who has come out to speak on how and why Abdullahi Adamu resigned his position.
The NWC wishes to inform you the resignation of the national chairman, Senator Abdullahi Adamu, CON, and that of the national secretary, Senator Yola Omishore, CON. And with this development, and according to the Constitution of the All Progressive Congress, APC, it is now incumbent on my humble self, Senator Abubakar Kiari, as the Deputy National Chairman, North, to will assume the office of the acting national chairman of the All Progressives Congress APC, and subsequently also the Deputy National Secretary, Barrister Festus Fuanta, will now assume the office of the Acting National Secretary of the All Progressives Congress, APC. And with these recent developments in the change of leadership, I'd like to inform everybody here that the proposed National Caucus meeting slated for Tuesday, the 18th, July 2023, and the National Executive Committee meeting of the All Progressive Congress slated for Wednesday, 19th July 2023, has hereby been postponed. And this postponement will not be indefinite, but it will be a new date will be communicated in the near future. So this is in brief our announcement today and the information to you, our dear friend.
Right. I hope you've understood the reason behind his resignation, although it has not been made clear to Nigerians and APC partisans alike. But we'll keep our fingers crossed. And I will tell you what, is not going to be above the issues he had with the National Assembly and the purported loggerheads he was in with the president, although he came out publicly to deny it. But it's no longer news that him and the president are no longer in good terms. So maybe that is the problem or that is the beginning of the issue that made him resign. Thank you so much for staying with us. I hope you enjoyed our updates together. I would urge you to keep faith with Nation's Voice Tower and wait for our next update. See you next time. Bye.